Hey everybody, here again another one today. I'm here to check out how Deadpool and Wolverine saved the Marvel multiverse. So I'm assuming he's gonna go through like just the whole Deadpool and Wolverine movie for the most part. Man, I'm all here for it. I like Deadpool and Wolverine. So, and I can't wait to see what commentary this guy has. You gotta love Blank Boy. So yeah, let's get into this. You wanna watch any TV shows and movie reactions? We got a Patreon going on with Invincible, Young Justice, and Transformers Prime to watch. Invincibles can free to watch if you want to watch those, but yeah, let's get into this video.
So we start off with Deadpool digging up where Wolverine was buried. He doesn't actually believe bro is dead. He's alive in Cuba with Tupac, JFK, and Michael Jackson.
Corpse.
I just know Logan watching from hell, seeing Deadpool trying to find him in his grave like,
I'm not gonna be here.
But in that same moment, the TVA soldiers arrive in order to prune
Deadpool. And proceeds to do the best opening of an MCU movie of all time.
Wait to get pruned. He in line calling next, talking about I'm ready, I'm ready. They start to press him and he looks at us to say, it's pooling time. But the TVA didn't come here to play any games, so Deadpool gives Wolverine's skeleton a high five and they're gonna go down together. I know anyone who came into this movie without trailers was tight. They thought they got scammed. Should have been titled Deadpool and What's Left of Wolverine. So Deadpool jumps out hitting a clean flip and landing as they're ready to go. But unfortunately for them, that TikTok ass dancing pose isn't gonna work.
Yes.
Even in the midst of a battle, Deadpool thinking about some damn ribs moving like Rod Wave. And the TVA soldiers look scared as Deadpool throws it. And alright, Sean Levy, bro. We see it, bro. It's your movie, bro. You directed it. We got it. We do got the same name though, and he spelt it correctly. So shout out to you, twin. Fuck those C's.
Oh, his name is Sean.
The adamantium rib headshots to TVA soldier. A bunch more start coming in, but this is a man who killed the whole Marvel universe. Had Bruce Banner looking like the unincredible Hulk and Spider-Man looking very unspectacular.
I can hear the background
Deadpool
music.
leaves and stabs him in the back, pulls it out, block, and then goes for a clean ass LeBron James spin move, stabbing him through the head and kicking it to the other side. He was already dead too. That was pure theatrics.
I'm sorry, I'm just humming the bye-bye song.
Get his new brain transplant.
If you dig a 6-foot hole, how deep is that hole?
It's about like 20 feet.
Deadpool then uses his vertebrae and skull as a medieval weapon to show off Hugh Jackman starring in this movie, just in case anyone didn't know. There'd be a lot of surprise castings. I didn't know William Dafoe was in Finding Nemo or that NBA player Jared Dudley was in Looney Tunes. Deadpool trolling now, think he Mike Jack kissing a guy on the forehead. He's that one friend that can't take shit serious.
So much.
Dad, bro. Tell us what happened. Yeah, bro, we here for you, bro. My dad died a few days ago. Like, bro, he drowned, bro. That nigga 40 and still can't swim?
Why you hitting yourself? Why you hitting yourself? And then makes him prune himself. And the next guy, Jesus, man, he catches a bone through the top of his head.
Yes.
He then continues hitting the emote that Fortnite created first and Justin Timberlake stole, going for a flip, landing on the already dead guy on the floor, and hits another in the chest. Got Brody looking like he finna hit the Nelly Choppa dance. Just toying with them, bruh. Deadpool then runs back over and picks up Logan's central nervous system, spinning it and uppercutting this poor guy, and then turns him from Pop Smoke into Mickey Mouse. Got him switching his voice harder than Karl Anthony Towns. He then beats on this soldier's skull with Logan's skull. My boy got that Zinedine Zidane. Shit is deadly. Even Deadpool knows he's giving these niggas the belt. Punching bro's arm twice, slicing his neck.
Stabs him in the
standing
balls.
there like Mr. Crocker. And in true Deadpool fashion, stabs him in the dick to call GG's on his life and staying creative as hell with it too. Ripping off his finger bones and throwing the three of them to get a three-piece collateral. Three-peating like MJ. So you know he gotta bust out a celebration dance for it, getting in his Sam Smith bag with this one. Whatever happened to just a simple two-step or the W, man?
You gotta love it.
He uses the bones to decapitate, bro. Did him so dirty. Deadpool then goes on to whip out his baby knives that he be using when it's time to hunt down Smurfs, stabbing him between the thighs, the neck, a kick into a split, adjust his head, and turn into Ronaldo.
Stunning on all of these guys in the fight.
And decided he need a dance partner.
Like, you know you're fighting a true maniac when this man not only is killing every op you send after him, but proceeds to dance on all of y'all mid-fight. Like, that is an insane mental ovation.
And after he's done with that, Deadpool grabs Wolverine's shoe and
that's a man that does truly not care about nothing.
Soldier, getting surrounded by a bunch more. But that ain't no problem, cause using Logan's femur, patella, tibia, and fibula, Deadpool turns son into nunchucks, just straight whacking motherfuckers back to back, killing them all. He moving like Mikey right now, which makes sense. They are type similar. I could see it now. Deadpool as Michelangelo, Cap as Neo, Logan as Raph, Westbrook as Donnie. 2 tickets to that, please. Deadpool slashes the two remaining and got him believing he could fly into a slam back down. But wait,
Not the R.
there's more.
Kelly.
Buddy right here wanted to boost Deadpool's KD, and Deadpool managed to save the best for last, attaching Wolverine's adamantium claws to his hands, and that shit got him so excited he forgot there's still ops to fight. He moving like Curious George.
George got so excited, he forgot he couldn't read.
You know he had to hit the pose on them real quick. He thinks he's him. That's how I be watching Spider-Man. Deadpool thinking he's
that a
Logan
real
leaves and
picture?
stabs bro in the head twice, but then starts struggling, unable to pull them out. He's finding out that it's much harder than it looks. Don't worry, I had the same revelation trying to use Wolverine and Marvel
Actually got
Rivals
pretty
for
good
the
with
first
Wolverine and
time,
Marvel
too.
Rivals,
He
actually.
slashes another and stabs himself
Surprisingly
by
enough, I did
accident,
not think I'd
pulling
ever
it
get
out.
good at using
But
Wolverine,
another
but I've gotten
TPS soldier
MVP
comes
with
through a
him like
portal
almost
from
every time I
behind
played
him,
him.
and it gets even worse. Cause Deadpool stabs him in the shoulder, then in the ass, and the claws
At least
are
these
stuck
past
in
few
there. You
times.
gotta put
Definitely
some
not the
lube on those
first
things.
like
This is
couple
crazy.
times, but I've
Buddy
definitely
on
gotten
all
used to
fours
him.
experiencing
I'm not a
something
main,
worse than
but
death
I'll
right
definitely
now.
play him
Just
if I
listen
have
to
to.
his screams while his partner gets the
Bro
same
walked
treatment.
right into that
Deadpool
too,
starts
like,
tugging him
dang.
back and forth in order to try and pull either set of claws out. There is no sort of context or explaining that they can make this situation seem any less crazy than it is. And I know that for a
Exactly.
fact, because bro pulled up seeing this and hit them with the
You're gay! He's gay!
thing is that visibly offended Deadpool. He be taking photos with Star Wars fans. He's
He
clearly an
proceeds to
ally
do
of
like
gay
the
people.
cleanest
So he pulls
one
away,
shot I've
leaving
ever
the
seen in
claws
my
his
life.
ass and in his dick, and bounces the sword off the ground to stab him right in the face.
The
My guy
cleanest
wiped the
one
whole
shot I've
team
seen
with
in my
minimal
life.
effort this time. Just look around him.
Bodies!
He then dips, using the portals to go find other Wolverines in different universes so he can put them in his universe and restore the anchor being. He first pulls up to a bar and runs into Kai Cenat, comic
that
book
daggone
Wolverine.
axe.
He'd be real useful if Deadpool was trying to win the Game of Thrones. He then pulls up on Age of
got
Apocalypse
some Peter
Wolverine, but
Dinklage.
he doesn't even give him a chance, just starts wilding on him. Those two obviously didn't work, so he pulls up on Old Man Logan, who doesn't even give him the chance either.
No, that's not
shooting
Old
him.
Man
But you
Logan.
know Deadpool's a resilient
maybe it
guy,
is,
and
I'm
4
like,
times the charm,
I
right?
don't know.
Because he pulls up to a casino to meet up with Patch, and he
I
must
assume
have
that's what
not
they were going for in the
appreciated Deadpool's
movie, but I
humor.
heard that
So
wasn't
a man
actually
who
Old
can't
Man
see walked
Logan.
into a bar. At least he thinks so.
Brother, this guy stinks!
Yeah, Patch.
So Deadpool gets up out of there and he lands into a pool of skulls to see
Then
crucified
whatever this
Wolverine
one
there.
is.
I don't know what bro did. I don't read. Shout out Floyd Mayweather. But you know it's probably bad when Deadpool's like, oh, and just leaves. Doesn't even ask for his help. Surely it can't get much crazier than this.
Where
he
is
then pulls
he?
up on brown and tan suit Wolverine.
Okay, yeah,
who's
this
in a
one was
fight with
good.
the unincredible Hulk, and now he's in the middle of it. And this is how you know this isn't the MCU Hulk, because he would have offered him some food and told him some corny ass science joke. Instead, he
It's like
backhands his
backhands
ass.
him.
I don't understand it, man. How is it that every version
But
in every
still, that
universe
Hulk.
is such a dick? Even the non-Hugh Jackman ones, because we got popular fan cast Henry Cavill Wolverine, which actually looks pretty cool. Movies gotta do this
Yeah.
more often. We need that Ryan Gosling Black Panther recast next, and Tom Holland or Timothy Chalamet as any young white character. He also
Honestly,
doesn't give him a
Timothy
chance.
Chalamet as
Donkey
Nightwing
Kong
might
and
work.
punching him through a portal onto the pool
I don't know
table.
about Tom
He ends
Holland,
up
but I
finding
could
the
definitely
worst
see
Wolverine,
Timothy.
But they go out to the TVA, and turns out you can't just replace Logan's to restore the
mean, all
anchor
things
beam.
considered, you
And
know.
so Deadpool gets zapped away, and then Wolverine gets zapped away, and they
I mean,
get
I'm
sent to
assuming
the
that,
Shadow Realm where Dwight Howard's
Nightwing's
career
the
is.
DC
Naturally,
isn't of the
Wolverine's not
DCU
happy,
already, right?
whipping out his claws and
I'm
stabbing
pretty sure
Deadpool in
the
the gut,
Robin in
holding
that
him up
world
like
right
Simba
now is
from Lion
Damian
King.
Wayne.
That's so disrespectful, man. But I'd rather be disrespected than what happens next. Wolverine goes and stabs him in the dick and then breaks his back on his
Terrible.
knee. Did him just like the Batman. Bro really did all that for no reason. Now imagine when Deadpool gives him a reason, which as you can guess, happens. Cause Deadpool starts mouthing off to him and Logan turns around and looking at him like,
You keep talking, man, and you shut the fuck up.
and for whatever reason, Deadpool decided to turn his back on Wolverine, getting stabbed in the ribs area and then gets kicked
even
up
the
but
blood splatter
reverses it
got on the
into a
camera,
headlock. And maybe
you
Wolverine
look
should have
closely
left
enough.
it alone. Not everything gotta be a fight, bro. Deadpool uses his gun spraying him in the side, and Wolverine uses his hard-ass
Literally
adamantium
unloaded
skull,
the
that Derek
bullets
White
into his
shit,
daggone
headbutting him,
kidneys.
grabbing him and throwing him through a cement wall, laying him out. This is so funny, cause neither of them can actually kill each other. Just two invincible niggas doing it for the love of the game. But this is the part where Deadpool and Wolverine get into a very intense aura off between themselves. Wolverine shows that those bullets did nothing for real, somehow coughs one up and spits it out, and then puts the finishing move on his 3-part aura display, getting in his fighting stance, but the way his claws are coming out mad slow,
this man Deadpool does like the cleanest reload I've ever seen in my life.
Performance issues is not what I needed to see. Now it's my turn. And man, Wolverine didn't realize who he was challenging. Is that Michael Jackson? Deadpool empties his magazines, sees the new ones, and in slow motion reloads them. And as if that wasn't cold enough, this man, using his suit, is able to cock back his guns and hit Wolverine.
Literally the coolest reload I've seen in my life.
The aura off has been won off one move. Wolverine had a way better chance challenging Spider-Man.
I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye.
Did Teen Titans Go do LeBron?
Wolverine becomes a rabid animal, running in while getting shot and slices his gun barrels.
Like, those guns really wouldn't have done anything in that
got other
fight.
weapons out the wazoo. He isn't a one-weapon pony. Deadpool throws them away, grabs one sword, blocking Wolverine, and the way he's moving is so magnificent.
Yes, this also was an amazing shot.
This man pushes his sword out with no hands, grabbing it and blocking him. I've seen enough. Gotta put him with the best of the best in terms of combat. Deadpool blocks Wolverine 3 times, gets cut, and then blocks Wolverine, twisting his claws. But Uncle Wolverine got hands too, was giving people work in those tight-ass leather suits, had that nigga Usher clearly trying to join the squad. He retracts his claws, stabs him, stabs him 3 times and they stab each other. They just taking turns porcupining each other, and it doesn't stop there.
Yeah, pretty much. It's just stab for stab.
His back, weaves and stabs him in the throat and blocks his other hand too. But I don't know what happened next, cause something snapped, causing Deadpool to go Ultra Instinct. Wolverine pushes him out. Gets his foot cut, does a flip, and then another.
Sorry, I'm over here doing the most.
Wade Wilson really one of them ones, bro. These movements are just so saucy. They continue fighting in a backdrop with mad Easter eggs. I know new rock stars fiending. Yeah, and that wall right there is the same one from Winter Soldier, called Cement Wall number 23. Oh, and there's the helicarrier from Avengers 2. And so this is when Deadpool gets back in his bag, showing off moves, blocks Logan, lands a spinning kick, stabbing Wolverine through the chest. He then dodges twice, stabs again, and weaves again. He's making Wolverine look like a scrub right now, which angers him to the max, managing to land a left but peep the recovery into 3 clean kicks. And Deadpool still got more. He said, I think we ain't done yet, pulling out a knife, weave again, and stabbing him. Wolverine gonna go back to the other mutants, telling them about Deadpool like,
he was throwing punches, he was throwing combinations, throwing punches. You can hear them. There were 2, but they sound like fucking 1 punch. You know how magnificent your speed have to be for that?
Wolverine headbutts him, laying him out, and walks up to him and stabs him, telling him it's over. Deadpool is all out of ideas now, so he does the only thing he can do and gets to capping. Chill, bro. I could bring them back. Professor X, Storm, Jean, Scott. Not him. Not Scott. All your movies fire too, by the way. Stop fucking lying. Even Logan wasn't buying it, but their conversation gets interrupted by a random that starts speaking to them, doing a superhero landing for no reason at all. There's only a few niggas that's really this extra. My money's on that it's Piccolo. There's no way he hit this fucking U-turn to kick Cell. I hope it's Christian Bale. Deadpool was wrong though. It turned out to be Chris Evans. Had everyone in the theater geeked, especially me, Captain America, my favorite superhero. And it was perfect timing because the ops rolling up on them right now. Having Captain America.
I feel like when I saw that at first, I was like, what the heck is Chris Evans doing here? But like the more that I thought about it, I was like, wait a minute, I think I know what they're gonna do here. And lo and behold, it was what I thought it was.
On your side, there's nothing they can't get through. The
brings me in Johnny Storm.
Enemies from their past.
I feel like at the very last one, but like the moment before he said Flame On, I was like, I put it together. It's gotta be him, right?
Toad is there.
Like that's the joke they're going for.
Turned to me talking about some. I wonder what that tongue do. It's also poetic,
which is a very clever joke to pull off. Not gonna lie.
That shit is
Given
dead.
the fact that it's a Fox Marvel Universe centered movie.
Hair with teeth that look like corn, showing where Wiz Khalifa got the inspiration
I didn't realize how
for
bad
his
this man's
music.
teeth was.
Deadpool can't contain his excitement, grabbing Cap like dudes passing by girls in a party. Steve wasn't feeling it though. Thing is, when it's Iron Man, it's all
like,
cool.
He still even
huh?
had like the red stuff around his arms.
They're teasing us.
I can see that was like the illusion.
Waiting for him to say Avengers Assemble, but instead.
Sorry,
This isn't Captain America. This is Johnny Storm. I can't believe it. It's been 17 years. I wonder where Mr. Fantastic is. Invisible Woman. Shit, man. They could use the help from the whole team for him. Especially considering he fires off his attack towards Pyro and he's nonchalantly stopping it. This is a man who could burn up at a level of an exploding sun, getting countered by a G League mutant.
Like, that's the thing that I was wondering. Like, this man, Human Torch, has like supernova level of heat. The fact that this man Pyro tanked it, and I'm pretty sure Pyro can't take all that heat. Pause. But like, I'm pretty sure Pyro can't take his heat or whatever, right? Like, if this was an actual comic accurate story, would Pyro be able to still negate that? Like, I feel like that would be a way too much fire for him to like counterattack, if that makes sense.
LeBron blocked by Nate.
Sorry, my screen's like going in and out right here or whatever.
Pyro puts out the flame. Captain America would have been so much more useful. Not you, nigga. He never go out like this. Bro falls out the sky, cracking his nuts, slowly falls, banging his face, and falls like an omelet on the ground. Embarrassing. This isn't my GOAT. Where's Captain America when you need it? Not you, nigga! Now, though, it's time for Sabretooth and Wolverine to run their ones, but Deadpool calls timeout. These two been beefing since 1977. Stephen A. Smith was 10 years old, somehow still balding, and disposable cameras didn't exist
really doing
yet.
that
You got this.
as a kid age?
Got
That's
squirrels
hilarious.
for eyebrows. Remember how he tried to convince you were adopted? Remember how he told you guys' parents you got a 32 on your test? How your slow ass get a 32 anyways? Shut the fuck up. But this scene might have invented the word anticlimactic, because they do this goofy ass screaming at each other, running in at one another.
In one shot,
really hitting a joust right now, which hey, I'm with. I love Game of Thrones. But nope, you see Sabretooth's beard start turning red and his head falls. He got decapitated. They eventually end up getting captured and carried to the enemy's base, which is Ant-Man's corpse. Bones still haven't decomposed yet. Even in death, Paul Rudd's still not aging. They using his mask as a door, and out through comes the leader of the group, Caillou. And she means nothing but business. Walter White gets to pressing them, but you know Deadpool not taking it serious. She asking how they got here, and he like,
Yo, with my meat.
He also tells her a bunch of trash Johnny was talking and he can't even defend himself because Mr. Clean took the skin right off his body. She then starts yapping again and it's clear Wolverine has had enough of it. But while charging
just proceeds to dig this man in the ground.
Him underground and
he's going for all the pop people in this one,
one of the
ain't
most
he?
powerful characters in Marvel getting dusted away like it's nothing. So when she turns to Deadpool,
I mean,
he
yeah,
wants
Omega
no
level
smoke,
mutant
starts offering to her
established.
that
Like,
she
at this
could be
point, there's no
Spider-Man or
smoke.
Drake. She wasn't feeling that though. Must have been a Kendrick Lamar fan, because with no warning, Avatar Aang starts fiddling all through Deadpool's mind.
Like, how weird must that feel?
Deadpool's eventually able to get her out and Wolverine sneaks her. Deadpool starts laughing. There's more where that came from, ass knife throw. But isn't she supposed to be the main villain? Are they gonna nostalgia bait us some more and the real villain be like Jack Nicholson's Joker? I don't know if I'm feeling that. Nowadays, he seems more fit to be a Jake Paul boxing opponent. Doesn't matter though, cause she was faking it like a girl in bed, bopping away Wolverine and giving Deadpool his knife back. And all her mutant soldiers surrounding Wolverine to kill him and Deadpool. Shaking my head. Now I don't even feel bad about how the public treats mutants compared to other superheroes. They love Spider-Man to death. Can't get enough of Captain America. But as soon as a nigga is born with those powers,
Hang that nigga now. I got the rope right here.
Here.
She doesn't even kill them herself, or her mutants either. Kratos just leaves the two of them to get eaten by the Alliance.
This one's going for every
these two are like some
character in
cockroaches.
fiction.
They
I love
refuse
it.
to die, and so they manage to escape. They driving in the car, vibing. Deadpool's pretending to be the real Spider-Man, Miles Morales.
You know,
So for context, Deadpool had promised Wolverine that he could bring back the X-Men, but Logan realized he was lying. So he hit the brakes on the car so fast that it almost sent bro through the windshield. He's
Bro, I'm
tired
sorry, I
of the
never heard
lies,
these
like a
songs in
Playboy
this here,
Cardi
just
fan,
like
and
shaking
stabs
my head
Deadpool
and
in
humming.
the thigh, not holding anything back, letting him hear all of it.
But your ugly ass, what you think you doing in my country?
The beam.
ugly, bad, stinking, ugly, and you need to kill you.
Started telling Deadpool how he'll never be able to save his universe.
Fuck y'all, this is my dream, nigga. I gotta put some respect on my name.
But Logan not taking him serious.
It's really
it's
Taj
right.
voice.
Shit. Here we go again. These two can't be civil
And
for 4
proceeds
fucking
to
seconds.
box
Wolverine
from
returns
day-
with 2 lefts
from-
and grabs his neck. Not gonna lie, I got a
from
big concern as to where
sunrise-
this
from
was heading.
sunset
But
to
he uses his
sunrise,
face
these
to change
dudes
the
was
station on the
boxing.
radio a few times. Deadpool not trying to let him even the score. Yes, he won that first fight, argue with your mother, and goes to grab his sword but gets trapped in the seat and stabbed in the gut. He whispering sweet nothings in his ear while inside of him. It don't even sound like we're talking about an action sequence anymore. Deadpool reclines his seat to dodge the left, blocks him, grabs Wolverine with his legs, and starts banging his head against the car. But that doesn't last long for Deadpool because Logan gets the upper hand and stabs him right in his side, but he gets kicked out the vehicle with both feet, posing up outside ready to do some horrendous things. Deadpool should have used this moment to speed up out of there, but instead his dumbass checks out the view, whipping out his swords but goes flying back. Luckily though, he in the back seat, Wolverine can't reach him from there.
This nigga is crazy. Jump scare.
Look at this man's face, bro. Such rage. He was taught by Professor X but resembles Magneto more.
Police steady watching me. Every day they clocking me. Red alert, I'm the dangerous. I keep that clock on me.
He stabs Deadpool 3 times, gets blocked, starts stabbing his arm, but Deadpool reverses it, and now Deadpool's on top of Wolverine, and shit's really getting weird now, cause he's loving it. He was liking that a little too much, but eventually kicks Deadpool up out of the car with the saucy recovery. Niggas can never just get up normally. They always doing too much. We see the powers, bro. I promise. Deadpool rids of his swords, whips out the baby knives, and goes back in there for more. He's done playing defense.
Bro, they're just mutilating this car.
Luka Doncic, kicking Logan in the chest, putting him in the back shot position and stabbing him in the neck. This fight the most romantic shit I ever seen. They got more chemistry than Bruce and Black Widow ever did. Wolverine is able to get his arm off of him and breaks that bitch right at the elbow. I can't watch, man. Got my son looking like it's NBA Media Day. That's a killer behind the back, twin. Wolverine pulls him back and he fixes his arm, hitting the Jordan logo, gets dragged back in, getting punched and blocking. He then starts doing one of the few things that can actually kill Wolverine. He grabs the seatbelt wrapping around Wolverine's neck to kill him from strangulation. Deadpool clearly been reading the scouting report. That's the only thing that could kill him.
Really?
That and the power of desperation for some cheeks. Deadpool tries to choke him harder, but Wolverine cuts it, grabbing him, stabbing him through both hands, and then right through his head. Logan clearly really can't stand him. DC writers haven't displayed this level of hate within their writing since Thanos. You mean to tell me the nigga won 14 billion times and you made a movie about the 1L? Took preying on my downfall to another level.
Oh yeah, I guess
Logan knees him twice until Deadpool stabs him with baby knife, pulling it out and kicking him into the driver's seat. And even when he's losing, you'd never be able to tell because the aura always stays on point. Look at the pose, telling Logan bring it on, and that was legitimately any music other than the babies to his ears. He loves this shit. Getting up, charging into Deadpool as they stab each other into the sunset and the nighttime. They end up falling asleep while fighting, and someone random comes and drives the car to a different location, where they manage to meet X-23 from Logan, a lecture from 2004 Daredevil. And if you haven't seen that movie, let me tell you some good things about it real quick. Anyways, moving on. My nigga Blade Hair 2 and Channing Tatum's Gambit, so they all decided to team up to go take down number 1. But her army of mutants is here to defend her honor. That ain't no problem. They've all seen much worse. Our team of unks and has-beens start taking out their weapons, talking about what y'all know about this.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Deadpool throws a guy, slides and slices, blocks bullets with his sword, stabs and lands a spinning kick. The Blade movie really saved Marvel, and Unk finna do it again. Niggas dropped the Marvels before this. Azazel teleports in front of him as they fight, goes for a back kick.
I didn't think of that. Marvels came out before this in terms of the movies. Dang, that's just kind of sad.
But misses and blocks. The two of them going band for band, very evenly matched. He pushes him off and goes for a slice, misses, and is like, oh well, and decides to just kill Lady Deathstrike instead like it's nothing. Obviously, he isn't someone who you could beat up close, so they get to camping, sniping him from afar, but that doesn't work and ends up backfiring badly. Blade been cooking, so Gambit decides to help. You heard the man.
I'm about to make a name for myself.
And he wasn't lying when he said that, for real. They've been telling bro, yeah, you next up for show since 2006. That's longer than the supposed Julian Newman breakout season. He makes an accordion with his playing cards, setting off a shot to one guy, then 2 more and 2 others. And if you know one thing about Channing Tatum is that he be dancing his ass off, hitting the clean flip into a trip, sticking her with a playing card, and smoothly sticking 3 others with them. And I happen to think that was the killing blow, but nope. It was not. This
Yeah,
was.
it is Magic. I was thinking, I thought I said Magic Johnson or something for a second.
And
No,
all
I
of
said
that
the
was
right one.
enough for Deadpool and Wolverine to come through, stabbing and slicing, cutting all the mutants down, eventually with the help of them making their way to the entrance, and are able to run into Ant-Man's mouth to get Stewie in there while their team covers their back. They all did a really good job in assisting our boys, but they started feeling themselves a little too much, talking about we could beat the Avengers. Logan and Deadpool had to let them know it's not happening.
Y'all team can beat the Denver Nuggets?
We have a chance.
No, you can't. Now get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out.
Get the fuck out of here. Y'all lose by 200.
They start pressing Charlie Brown mid-sipping tea, and she's not taking them serious. She sits up from drinking it and starts bouncing Deadpool's body off the roof, the floor, and walls, eventually knocking him out. She already went through his mind and wants Logan to be able to now go through his. He's obviously not going for it, but ultimately doesn't have a choice when she makes him stab himself and stick into the floor. Lex Luthor
This
starts
man puts
drilling into
some up,
Logan's
down,
mind
left,
and quickly
right,
starts to realize my
double
son
take.
done seen some things for real. I wouldn't wish having seen the X-Men Origins Deadpool on my worst enemy. Brody looked like the monsters from I Am Legend. We then pan back to the others as Blade one-shots Azazel and then throws his boomerang to do damage. But once he catches it, Toad uses his nasty tongue, grabbing his arm, getting pulled and stabbed in the stomach, throat, wrapped around him, and in the head. The no-names take this time to get their time to shine. So this guy right here is named Ivan, codename Russian.
The Russian.
Wait a minute.
Russian smacks Gambit into a super pose, getting his lightsaber ready. That's crazy. I didn't realize Gambit watched those movies, and clearly must hate the touch of a woman, obviously. He jumps in towards Russian, stabbing him through the chest, putting him on one knee, turning around. Shout out Gambit, man. You really did make a name for yourself with that, twin. X-23 is on top of Juggernaut, stabbing him, and she eventually gets thrown down to the ground. She needs to get his helmet to Deadpool because that's the only thing that can stop
looks like
Captain
it's made of,
Underpants.
like,
So she
styrofoam.
slides back in, cutting him at his feet and topples over without any ankles. Had that boy leaning like Mike Jack, and the movie is literally rated R. But what she did to this man right here was so OD, the director couldn't even show it to us, man. So she managed to get it to Deadpool, and he puts it on Mr. Potato Head, got her in Logan's mind, fucking cranium looking like evil genius Sheen. They did it, stopped her, got Shorty laughing from insanity. But right as they're standing there with her, Pyro comes in and shoots her. Bro doing too much, so Wolverine knocks his ass out. Enough screen time, nigga. And she bargains with them that if they let her go so she can heal herself and live, she'll help them save Deadpool's universe by destroying the Time Ripper machine. So, they agree. But while at the entrance for the Time Ripper building, Deadpool, Wolverine, Dogpool, and Nicepool, two new friends they made along the way, start getting pressed by all the other Deadpool variants. You got Lady Pool, Head Pool, Baby Pool, Kid Pool, Broccoli Pool, that's Rod Wave's least favorite. They start spraying, and he uses Nicepool as a
proceeds
shield
to use him as a human shield.
Deadpool's not worried
Even
at
though,
all,
even
though.
if
He's like,
regular
don't worry,
Deadpool
Logan.
got
He's
shot
good.
at, it
Go
wouldn't
ahead
do
and heal, bro.
anything because he's
Nicepool's
bullet.
like, healing factor.
He cannot even
And
regenerate.
Deadpool's just like, oh, that's crazy.
Like he's been shot at before.
Well, up you go. That boy reaching out his hand, talking about some help me, please. But there was nothing anyone could do for him. That boy is getting sprayed by everyone.
And proceeds
Got
to
him
just
out there
stand
hitting the
there.
Steph Curry shimmy celebration. Eventually, Deadpool and Wolverine decide to go out there and handle it
Because I'm
themselves.
paralyzed.
The universe is dead about to explode, and these niggas walking in slow motion. But they still
Kinda
mean
horror
business.
farm.
You know that because Deadpool had to pull out the mask for the one time in all its glory, as the two of them start charging into a horde of Deadpools. Wolverine blocks him, stabs him, then blocks her Uzi. Gets up close to Lady Pool where she can't shoot him, slices, weaves, stabs while getting shot, finishing her off as Deadpool decides to tag in, getting some spotlight. Shooting bro in the kneecap, got him hit in the will you marry me. Luckily for him, Deadpool's out of bullets. So Deadpool tosses his guns away, grabs him, knees him, slashes the other one's whole arm off.
Took those bullets from Nicepool and only shot them things like a few times and then threw them away.
Stomps his ass out. All of these variants are just gun merchants. Not a single one of them have hands. I mean, look at this. Deadpool just trips him so easily as he falls to the ground and gets stabbed. But they must have heard me talking shit, cause another one runs up trying to have a sword fight, but his ass gets embarrassed in 5 seconds, getting kicked like trash. Deadpool starts getting sprayed by Deadpool, so Wolverine, straight out of the WWE, starts stabbing this Deadpool on repeat over and over again. I just want to know what this variant did to make him that mad, bro. And you might think, that's just Logan. Bro, he uses a gun. What the hell? That's up there with Snyder versus Batman using one. Thank God DC got his ass up out of there. Who was next? Crypto the Super Dog? Eventually, they start getting swarmed OD.
What was that?
But Wolverine is the man they send out to hunt the Hulk. He is a goddamn tank. One-man army, can't stop him. He out there blocking and stabbing dudes, got them looking like they need to take a potty. Everyone is getting done dirty. They stand no chance. Deadpool's making dudes take a knee to get his gun and block him. Come on, bro. I said it about this man once and I'm not gonna say it no more. He up there with the GOAT MCU fighters. Bro turns around, wins a sword fight, shoots him, spinning kick, stabs again, and shoots again. The two of them then hop on the bus with MLK Pool at the back of it and get to work. Wow. Gotta put this junk in black and white. Just know they painting the windows with red right now. Until they eventually defeat everyone on it. It didn't even seem like they broke a sweat for real. Jumping out the back of the bus in style. Well, at least one of them in style. And that's it. Y'all saw the movie. They got to the Time Ripper, destroyed it, and saved the Marvel Universe. Hey, hope y'all enjoyed the video,
Marvel
man.
Rivals
Just wanted
clip.
to plug the second channel. I've been posting there again all 2025 consistent.
Oh, that's what he looks
videos.
like?
That channel has been doing really good. It's just me being inconsistent. I've been loving Marvel Rivals, Grandmaster.
Dang. Hey, you know what? Your boy's also about to start doing some gaming stuff. Probably not Marvel Rivals, unfortunately. You know, dorm Wi-Fi sucks, but you know, eventually when I get a decent Wi-Fi thing, I will be playing Marvel Rivals and everything. Or maybe I might just use my hotspot for some streams, for like a good hour or two, and then just stop it there. Anyway, that was it for this one. Speaking of gaming, if y'all want to vote on what game I play coming up in March, there's like a poll for 4 games that y'all can vote on me playing. It's between Walking Dead, Telltale, Insomniac Spider-Man, Arkham Batman, and God of War. And whichever one gets like the most votes, I'll definitely play first, and I'll just kind of go down from most to least. And I'll play like the whole franchise of all of those games. But anyway, that was it for this one. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll catch you on the next one. And God bless.